Hi everyone, welcome back to Elite Tennis Training. Scott here to talk about the serve and volley. And I know some of you guys are shuddering to think about actually having to serve and volley. I know my women's college team would always freak out if I told them to serve and volley. But it actually has a ton of benefits to it. But you know, the technique to it isn't easy, but the benefits to serve and volleying is fantastic. You know, if you're tired, you know, or you're struggling a little bit, you can maybe end a quick point. You can keep the pressure on the returner because, you know, you have to make them adjust their depths. If they're always, you know, if you're always serving and staying back, it gets predictable. This is something unpredictable and causes pressure for your opponent. And that's what we're trying to do in tennis, is really put the opponent under pressure, okay? So serving and volleying is a real art, and you know, we don't really see much anymore because the speed of the game is, you know, obviously increased so much over the last 10 years. So I was lucky enough as a young kid to do some of this stuff with Pat Rafter, who was Australia's sort of great serve and volley, or one of the last ones, and he really mapped out his steps. And I've got some cones here to kind of help you do some of that. So this was something that he practiced every day, specific footwork to get into the net to volley, and that's really what it is. So as I'm serving here, I'm going to look to land, and then I'm looking to explode off as fast as I can and take 1, 2, 3 steps as quick as I can, eventually getting to my split step. A lot of the time I see people serve volleying, it's almost just a panic or a rush. They're serving and they run in with 6 or 7 steps, little sort of choppy steps. They get to the net or they get to the service line and they kind of feed it together. They're not really ready to change direction because you never know when the return's going to come. So idea is land, take some sort of longer strides, low to the ground like you're almost skiing, and get into that strong split step position, okay? So when I get up to serve here on my serve and volley, I'm thinking to myself, where am I going to serve to get the volley that I want to get to? You've got to think serve and first volley. It's not, oh geez, I hope the returner misses the return. You've got to think, get to the net, get a volley. So I'm trying to hit a specific type of serve to get in. Now, the great serve volleys in the past have used more spin, slower kick serves that allow them to get in quicker. Similar to the slice approach shot that Sean just talked about, it's a slower shot. That's one reason why nowadays with 120, 130 plus mile-an-hour serves, it's difficult to get into the net because by the time the returner makes contact, you've got no time to react. So it's going to be more of a slice serve, okay, or a kick serve that allows me to get in. So I'm going to do this. I want you to see the explosive footwork that I have, getting into the net and getting to that split step as soon as I can. Oh! Woo! One more. That was brilliant. Here you go. Come on. Cool. Okay, so as you can see, I got in there. There was a bit of a floaty return, but that's the advantage of a serve and volley. You can take advantage of a slow floaty return, especially if someone's hitting a chip return. I tell people all the time, if someone's floating a return, serve and volley on them. It makes them adjust their court position, maybe it makes them hit their return, puts them under pressure from the very start. So every now and then, throwing a serve and volley is a bit of an unpredictable play. You might fail at it, but just keep practicing it.